Hey everyone, hey, Yamina, Michael Tanza desu. I'm the author who wrote Michaelism, my POV on life with autism, and today I'm going to be reading some of the parts of my book. So sit back, relax, and enjoy reading the parts of my book. Michaelism, my POV on life with autism was written based on my own personal experiences having Autism Spectrum Disorder, ASD. I was diagnosed when I was 3 years old when I was in preschool, and let me tell you something. It has not been an easy road. I have worked hard with my family and other professionals who have supported me throughout my whole life and continue to help me. This book is filled with many different topics that I have a POV for short on. It is about what I think based on my experiences with having autism. I wanted to share my own opinions with you while you're reading my book. My POV might be different than your POV, and that is okay because everyone has their own opinions based on their own experiences. Everyone with autism is different. This book is not intended to provide you with any professional or advice, but still, I do hope you learn something about ASD after reading it. To be honest with you all, I do hope it helps provide some understanding to the mind of those who have ASD. People with autism should be accepted instead of being thought of as a different in a negative way. You may find there are some grammar mistakes and even pronunciation mistakes, and that is okay. And this is how I speak. I like to call it Michaelism. Another reason why I call it Michaelism, it is because I do not understand a lot of vocabulary and grammar. The English language can be so confusing. So I hope you can manage to read and understand what I have written and one point that I am trying to tell you. What is it? How the mind of a person with autism thinks. You will also find Japanese expressions throughout the book. This is because it is a language I taught myself. Anyway, I would like to offer special thanks to my loved ones, my family, and my relatives, my friends, and my therapist. You have helped me make my dreams come true by believing in me and supporting me through this writing process. I would like to give additional thanks to Jen Arnold for helping me with some of the editing and her assistance during the entire writing process. I hope you enjoy reading this book as much as I enjoyed writing it. Sincere, my condenser, ASDB Advocator. Now, I will be reading a chapter from my book, a chapter that I wrote called My POV on Accepting My Autism. How do you accept autism? How can people with ASD accept themselves? The bigger question, how can you not? Sad but true. It has taken a long time for me to accept my being on the spectrum. Many times when things in my life were hard, I would just blame my autism. I would say to my family that I hate autism or having autism sucks. Am I wrong? I may have even said that I wish I was never born, but to accept my autism, I had to learn so many things throughout my whole life. First, I have to come out of my shell. I have to know about my diagnosis and understand what it means for me. So, if you want to accept your autism, then you need to learn all about it. Learning first, acceptance later. The most important thing I can tell you is that everyone is different. I have lots of friends who have autism, and we're all different. How can you learn about people on the spectrum? Here are some tips if you want to learn about autism. 1. Hang out with people who have autism, the most helpful. 2. Read books about autism, for example, Temple Grandin. Or watch TV shows, movies, or documentaries about autism. Or take a course about autism or psychology. Once I learned about autism, I realized what my talents were, and of course, what my challenges are. At times, it was to separate what I thought was a challenge to that offers might have from what I thought was a challenge because of my autism. In the end, I've learned what really doesn't matter. That a part of me, and this understanding has helped me to better accept that autism is just one part of who I am, right? So, how do you accept autism? Set goals for yourself and write them ASAP. Keep a journal of yourself or write down all of your talents. Take speech courses if that helps you. It did for me. Take courses in acting improve. Join a social skills group or autism support group. I did this and it was extremely helpful. Be strong, believe in yourself, spend time with people who care about you. Think 100%. Sorry. Think 100% positive always. Let go of your negativity always. Do not give up. Never. Be happy being you. If you have autism, accept yourself the way you are and be proud of yourself and your outstanding abilities. There is nothing wrong with you being on the spectrum. You are you. You can do whatever you want as long as you're not blaming yourself or autism. There are a lot of good things in your life. Remember that you do not have to do it alone. There are a lot of people fighting for people with autism in their rights. There will be difficult days, even weeks, but never give up the fight. The truth is, you must believe in yourself no matter what you do. Giving up autism is not an option at all. Instead, you must be positive by standing up for yourself and for your own friends and for your family. Seek your happiness, your passion, your interest, and your road to success. Go for it. Do not give up until you reach for the top. Anything that's possible. Do it. Do it for the world. Do it for yourself. Autism is the best. I hope you enjoyed reading the parts of my book. If you're interested in getting my book can be bought on Amazon, Google Play, and Apple Books. Thank you for listening to my book reading.